Alright, how's it going, guys? So, yeah, I just got back from Lone Survivor. This is one of the only movies I didn't see in like the 2013 kind of like lineup, and it's the only movie that I wish I had seen before I made my list of top films of 2013. If you guys have watched a lot of my other videos, you might know that I am not like one of those people that's like really like into military movies or things that like really just like beef up America. That's just not my thing. I'm not the biggest person in propaganda. And I went to Lone Survivor because I liked Mark Wahlberg. And the preview, when I saw the preview like a bunch of months ago, like it was just a really well done preview, and like even the preview got to me. So I don't know. So I went in tonight to see Lone Survivor because my theater, this is one of the only movies that we didn't get. We got everything else. And I saw Lone Survivor, and I have to say, Lone Survivor, and I'm going to say this, Lone Survivor would be my favorite film of 2013. It is ahead of World's End, if you haven't seen my video. It would be number one. This movie is incredible. Everything about this is just... Sorry, there's something there. Everything about this movie is just so fantastic. I don't care whether the situation, it's loosely based, if it's like really based. And I mean, I remember this happening, but it's like, I don't care what it is. As a movie, this is such an emotional powerhouse. It is so fantastic. The actors are incredible. Mark Wahlberg, Ben Foster, Taylor Kitsch, and Emile Hirsch, with Alexander Ludwig, the kid from like The Secret of the Darkest Rising and Hunger Games, and Eric Bana too. But mainly those first four, they give such amazing performances. This movie is insane, and it's so hard to sit through. The violence in this is just absolutely the worst. It's probably the worst violence I've ever seen. Like it's the only time in a theater where I was uncomfortable and I was cringing. I mean, even more than like Evil Dead and stuff like that. Like I was cringing because it's so insanely realistic done. It just you feel every shot, and it just, oh god, this movie is so insane. I don't even, the soundtrack is fantastic, the cinematography is fantastic, but it's like, when I left the theater, like, I don't think anyone in the theater had, like, not cried. Some maybe have different reasons. I know my best friend is in the Navy, so it's a little personal. I mean, again, I'm not, like, a super, like, go Army America kind of guy. But this movie, just as a movie, it is insanely powerful. You care about these characters. For me, I cared about every single one of these characters. They just, I don't know, something resonated, and they just worked really well for me. I think the film is, I don't know, what I've read is like either people really love it or they don't really like it because they say it's kind of a little too like into patriotism and stuff like that, and I don't really see that. I feel like this is just a movie about soldiers, and I really respect it because if you see it, it does respect, and it does show that not everyone in Afghanistan or any of these places was bad. It definitely showed like who the bad guys were, and also that it's not the vast majority. Like there was tons of good people there that aren't just the American soldiers. It just, for me, it kind of like, it was just really good, and it was really powerful, and I don't know, this was definitely my number one movie. I don't think I've cried in a theater since Where the Wild Things Are, one of my favorite movies ever. And I was bawling in this, everyone was bawling in this, and the last little bit is just so well done. I'm going to give Lone Survivor a 10 out of 10. Go watch this. I love this movie. I will see this again in theaters. I will buy it day one Blu-ray. I don't care what your stance is on America. Just watch this for a really good film. Like, it's just a really good film. Peter Berg totally redeems himself for Battleship, which he kind of used to make this. But yeah, check out Lone Survivor. It's fucking amazing.